Hello, welcome to West Anime Sims. My name is Kelvin, and how are you doing? We are back with another speed build. This time I'm going to try to build a Peranakan townhouse. Okay, what is a Peranakan? You might ask. Well, Peranakan is actually a community in Malaysia. In the past, Chinese traders actually interracially marry with local Malays that blend in both cultures together. Hence, we have this Peranakan community. This also sometimes refer the community as the Baba Nyonya community. So this is going to be another apartment build with 4 units in a row. So as you can see here, I have done the layouts of a front porch with a row of houses over here. And I'm going to build some columns to represent the detailing in the house that actually I refer to in Google Images. Unfortunately, with the building tools I have in The Sims 2, I can't really fully recreate the style that I'm looking for, but this is just a rough representation of how does the Peranakan townhouse looks like. So I have these columns from the base game, and surprisingly, never used this before. It's very intricate detail design. The use of really bright colors in the townhouses. So I'm going to incorporate that into this build. As also the shuttered windows. As usual, I'm using the colonial style shuttered windows in the base game, and I changed the colors accordingly to make it more vibrant and colorful. So as you can see here, the front porch actually is gated with walls surrounding it, like in the images I saw. In most of the houses, these can actually fit a car to park inside the area, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to change it into all of them having their own front yards, some gardens, and some nice place to sit in front of their houses. As for the inside, I noticed there is a mix of Malay and Chinese cultures that used here. Definitely use a lot of the Moroccan bills, use a lot of East Asian items, a lot of items that can be put in the more traditional look. Definitely use a lot of dark wood and a lot of detailing and also floral motifs in the wallpapers, as well as mosaic flooring and tiles throughout the house. So more about the Peranakan culture. Actually a lot of mix of cultures, mix of languages, and also it's not only exists in Malaysia, it also have communities in Singapore and Indonesia as well. So this small but vibrant community is still exists to this day, even though people are slowly assimilated to a majority race, is either Chinese or Malay. But I find it them being their own community is much more interesting to me. So I use L-shaped staircases and spiral staircases on different units of the house. So I find both methods actually exist in this style of houses. Initially also I wanted to have like just a narrow walkway and have the kind of a feeling of an open balcony space inside the house, but I think the landing is a bit too small, so I just have the whole landing as a hallway for all the rooms upstairs. So there are 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. Also, I initially wanted to have a Jack and Jill bathroom like I had in the French townhouse, but I decided to go against it and have the door on the hallway instead of from the room itself. So yeah, as I have mentioned in the previous speed build, I am taking a pause from the Sims 2 Around the World build series. So I'm going to focus on this month, 2 Malaysian builds. This is the first one, Peranakan Townhouse. I really want to showcase Malaysian culture in the Sims 2. However, as accurate as I can, obviously this is not going to be too representative of the real architecture style, but this is as close as the game can be. So yeah, these are the types of architecture rarely being showcased in speed builds, so in any Sims games. So I think this is quite a good opportunity to share my local culture to the world. And in August, actually this month is actually on August 31st is our Independence Day, so might as well I'm focusing more on our Malaysian styles houses, and the next build being in later this month, you will find out later on, so stay tuned. Also, this is not my first time doing a Malaysian style house. I actually did 2 types of builds that are from Malaysia. One is the Malaysian shop houses, and another one is the traditional Malay house, Rumah Kampung Melayu. So I will put down the links down below for you to watch as well. So, in other news on West Anime Sims, my current subscriber count is at 276 as of recording. Unfortunately, we can't get into 300, but let's aim for 300 this month. The views are a little bit slow, mainly because I'm not so sure, because I've been putting out a lot of Sims 3 retro review, and unfortunately it didn't do too well compared to the Sims 2 counterparts. I guess most of my viewers are from the Sims 2 fans, but I hope that we could venture out to Sims 3 fans as well. So do recommend to your friends who like the Sims 3, share it, and give your videos a like to boost a little bit of a viewership. Yeah. And also, the cast-based stories is coming to a close. I had a little bit of fun back in the day, but unfortunately, there are quite a lot of issues that I would have mentioned in the game. So I would have more detailed discussion in the finale of episode. So the castaway stories will draw to a close, so we'll have a new gameplay series coming up. What do you think it will be? Do leave me a comment, or you want to suggest anything new gameplay series that you want to look for in this channel? Also drop me a comment. I would want to hear what you want to see in this channel. So for furnishing the house, I do think I have a lot of trouble making each house unique because I reuse a lot of items that are similar, use a lot of Chinese furniture, the same chairs and the same tables. So, but in a way, it is more consistent than a lot of the other builds I had in the past. So I have one has a more Moroccan style. There's another one is a more Chinese style. One is a little bit more dark wood and traditional. And there's one is a more mid-century modern. And initially, I don't have an idea who would live in these houses. So the first one, I'm thinking of more of a 2 or 3 adults living each at the same house, who are appreciative of the old style buildings. The red one is actually more of like a big family with a lot of has a children's bedroom and also have a toddler furniture here and there around the house. That makes it a little bit more interesting. Then the third one is more leaning towards a more Moroccan build. I put some pet supplies and some furniture for cats. So I'm thinking this family have a cat in this, in addition for parents and a kid. And also lastly, the last house which is more Chinese style. We even have a mahjong table included in the living room. So I have like parents and two kids, maybe one teen and one kid child. So that makes a demographic of the house a little bit more different. So I had a little bit more slightly different furniture in each house. I'm really into retro and traditional look of houses. So as you can see here, I built mainly a lot of traditional houses, a lot of cultural houses. So modern is not really my type, but I did modern before. I had one or two builds in, but I really feel at home doing a little bit more on the traditional retro throwback style, and it is increasingly getting more difficult for what style of building houses I want to build for the around the world building series. But do leave me a comment, leave me suggestions of where are you from, so maybe you can introduce me your unique buildings that you can find in your home country, so I can try to recreate in The Sims 2. Also, I'm not a person that really like to do the suburban houses that a lot of Sims 4 builders do, because first of all, there's really too many of it already in the internet, and secondly, even though I try to build a suburban house in any of the Sims games, it always looks very boring and it looks like any other build you can find anywhere else. So my style. So I hope you enjoy whatever I built in this channel, and I hope I can get more creative in a lot of buildings as well. So stay tuned. Also, some people may wonder why I don't really like The Sims 4, but even though the build mode is much better. The problem with The Sims 4 is, yeah, the build mode is much easier and it's much more versatile. At the same time, I feel like you really need a lot of packs to make your builds look really nice. Like the base game ones are okay, but they're not going to put in a lot of viewers or make it interesting. Like The Sims 2, it is really a good mix of styles and they come with the packs already. Same as The Sims 3. I feel the build mode from The Sims 2 and 3 are way better. Especially with The Sims 3 with Create a Style, you can literally like recreate any kind of designs and textures for any that they have in the game. That is like revolutionary. I don't think The Sims 4 is up to the game in terms of standards of quality. Like The Sims 1 is revolutionary of its kind because it's the first one. Sims 2 step up the game, like creating a lot of improvements and visuals and styles, and The Sims 3 actually make it more customizable. So I don't know about The Sims 4 after 8 years. After 8 years of The Sims 4 series, I don't think I'm going to include it in the retro Sim games anytime soon. Especially they are still keep putting out new items and new gameplay in the Sims 4. So even so, Sims 4 isn't cutting it for me. So sorry guys. So I am a full supporter of retro simming. So be my guest, just join the party for throwing back all the good times that we have Sims 1, 2 and 3. That is not to say the Sims 4's build mode is kind of bad, but in the recent update they have curved walls, which is pretty good actually, which is a feature that never introduced in any of the Sims games before that. Unfortunately, a lot of players actually experience visual glitches while using the curved walls. So it is, I really want to like the Sims 4 build mode, and at the same time it gives us a lot of problems and headaches. So I rather like to build in the Sims 2 actually, as well as the Sims 3. I'm more comfortable with the building styles and the tools actually laid out like that in the Sims 2 and 3. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm not really an ambassador for the Sims 4. Actually, I have a lot of issues with the Sims 4. I'm not going to bash into the Sims 4, which focus on retro Sims gaming. This is kind of, my channel is going to focus, and here we are. As for landscaping, I'm going to go a little bit more all out and put a lot of trees, bushes and shrubs. And then I noticed there's a hammock. Oh, I forgot to introduce it in the hotel I did the last time. Have you got this idea that, oh, I should have put this item into, I should have put this item into? That has always happened to me, especially right after I'm recording this video. So yeah, so when you actually download this build after I put it up in this video, you might find a little bit different from the video I captured because I did edits in background. So yeah, so don't be alarmed. So the whole basic structure of the build is still the same as in the video, but I made adjustments here and there as I take some pictures for screenshots for my Instagram and also my Tumblr page. But oh yeah, and also do follow my socials as well. My socials are there to announce new videos. Okay, we are reaching to the end of my Peranakan townhouse speed build. What do you think about this build? Please leave me a comment. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to West Anime Sims for more updates on retro Sims content. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye!